now, and I'll tell them to be looking for you on a new stream. It's okay. Just breathe. We're talking to them.
The kicker is, can y'all hear me? Oh, Michaela, you can hear Mama? And I did this with Mimsy's help, okay? Most of it I punched on my own. Don't ask me what I punched. I tried to get smart, as y'all can see, and, do one of them automatic, hey, here I am. Yeah, buddy gone. So y'all lucky we got this done. So look at everybody up in here. Well, buddy don't know what he's missing, does he? But okay. Now, Buddy and I were supposed to go live, okay? Sunday, 3:30 or 4 and make it a regular. Well, Buddy was called out of town to South Texas. And I said, well, Buddy, what am I supposed to do? He said, just go live. And I said, well, what am I going to talk about? What I've been doing for 3 weeks, which amounts to about nothing. And then it dawned on me, I was bored. Now, let me show y'all this. Let me move my phone. I think I still had Mimsy on there. So I was going through my mama's box of treasures. I do that when I get bored. So here's the box, y'all. And here's all these recipes. And I was on the phone with Sarah over at Overlook. And I'm going through all these recipes, laughing how they don't put nothing on them, okay? And I came across one. I said, you know how to make this live interesting? It's for me to whip something up and talk to y'all and see what happens, okay? Hey, Stringfield Ridge. Oh, and Poor Boy's on here. Hey, that's the man in the house. He's the one that lifted my spirits this morning, by the way. So anyway, there was this lemon cake recipe. Okay, it's old. And I got to laughing because the ingredients just don't make sense. It don't tell you how long it bakes. It doesn't tell you what kind of flour. I'm going to assume self-rising because it don't have baking powder and salt and soda in it. So I said, you know what? We're going to whip this thing up. We're going to see what happens. It's my first time to do this one because there's hundreds and hundreds in this box. And how else to share them but to share them is, now there's a lot of them I've shared in the last few weeks that I have cooked. But there's a bunch of them in here that don't make no sense. So I'm going to gab for a little bit. I've already kind of pre-mixed it. So, and I'm just going to throw it in the oven. But let's see who's on here. High Plains is on here. Oh, there's my backups right there. Whew. Girls, if y'all wouldn't have been on here, oh my goodness. Wanda is in the house, y'all. I'm talking about the Wanda King, okay? Yeah, I'm one of them crazy people, like one of them superstars, and it's going to be okay. I just tend to get like that. Let me tell you something. That Wanda, that's a smart lady right there in my book. But anyhow, y'all going to be like writing in saying I'm stalking. I ain't stalking. She's just my friend. I can do that. But wow, Miss Wanda's in the house. But anyway, let me get back to this crazy little recipe. And some of you may understand it. It took me a minute. But Mama called it lemon cake. It looks like, if I can read this, like a 1962. But it says 2 sticks oleo. Now, for some of y'all may not know, oleo is butter. That I did know. Now, when I was younger, I'd say, Mama, where's the oleo? It was in the icebox. And then it calls for 5 eggs. I said, okay, I can see, but that's going to be kind of dense, right? 2 cups of sugar. And she has pure in parentheses, so I know that means pure cane. Here's the kicker, 2 cups of flour. And it says bake at 325. I said, now how's that a lemon cake? But then it says a frosting has a cup of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, a tablespoon of lemon peel grated. Back then they didn't say the zest of a lemon, they said lemon peel. And it says put on cake when hot, which it almost looks like a hat. And she says, thanks to Rose Leger. Well, Rose Leger was my aunt, which was my mama's sister-in-law. So I said, okay, I think we'll make this live fun. And then we'll talk and see what everybody's been up to. But real quick, I'm going to pour it up. I'm fixing to turn it so y'all can see. I'm going to pour it up, throw it in the oven, and then we'll get back to, getting back to do what I do best, running my gums. But she said, now hold up. She said, put it in a tube pan. I'm going to assume it's a bundt pan. And so I'm going to use my mama's old bundt pan. Well, that sucker's heavy too. That might hurt somebody. Oh, now I want y'all to look at this. Don't look like no cake batter to me. Like I say, y'all gonna get to see what this thing is like me, because this just does not make sense. But if it turns out to be good, y'all, because I think all it is a pound cake with some lemon icing. But, these old recipes, they're fun. Now, I may change it up and maybe put some lemon juice in it, but because I don't know where the liquid come from. There's no liquid in here. So I don't know. We're going to find out. It, to me, looks like a pound cake. But I don't know. If Wanda's still in here, Wanda's probably already knows what it's going to do. I'm a good cook. I do simple baking. But y'all, give me a break. When you're dealing with these French old recipes, woo, they don't make sense. But to them back in the day, it made sense. So, y'all, this is so much fun. I should have been doing this for 3 weeks while I was down instead of sulking, That's all I've been doing. I've been kind of, y'all don't want to see this. Let me turn around. Yeah, y'all saw that, didn't y'all? Of all places to put the cake mix. But anyway, for 3 weeks, I've been like, what do? I did a couple of little videos, and I did the little fun thing with Jerry. But I don't know. I just felt like in a lull because I couldn't get outside. I can't get in the garden. I just can't do anything. And then this morning, I'd watch Poor Boy. Okay. And I was like, I can do this, just because I'm down. Yeah, Mimsy kind of put her foot in my what. But just because I'm down don't mean I still can't do something, So here we go. I got to bless it. It smells like just a pound cake, sugar pound cake. I don't know. But in the oven it goes. No timer, because remember, she didn't put a time on there. So let me get y'all back over here. So I guess when I smell it, I know it's done. Now let's see who's been on here. High Plains, Mama Bear. Oh, while I was down, I had a really nasty surgery. And little complications, so they had to do a little bit more stuff. And so they've got me on 6 weeks, Mama Bear. And it's all good. I hit 3 weeks on Friday. Had a little setback, but hey, 3 more weeks. And I'm going to be, well, I don't know if I'm going to be rolling, but I think he'll lift some of my limitations. But I got to tell myself, if I listen this time, I won't have to face this no more. So I'm not going to be hard-headed this time. I can't take these off because I can't see what anybody's saying. Oh, thank you, Wanda. I didn't think. See, told y'all I wasn't no baker. You see what Wanda said? Cook it till the toothpick comes out clean. Yep. I better write this down because, see, this is all going to go to my daughter. Now, she's the baker. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, hands down, she's the baker. I do simple stuff. I'll do fudge. I'll do tea cakes. I do pies. But the baked bacon, no, I'm a simple kind of lady. A lot of cobblers. the fancy stuff and the fancy icing. Y'all, I'd be wearing that stuff. That'd be like the new makeup of the year. That I'll just leave that up to her, you know. I should have cleaned my glasses before I got on here. But anyhow, why I've got y'all on here, I'm hoping Deborah's on here, and y'all just give me a minute. I said this in a live that I was a guest on this past Wednesday. Is that light bothering y'all? If it is, I can close that blind. Let me see. All right. Check it at 30 minutes. Okay, Wanda, I will. I opened a post office box. Oh, I don't know. It's probably been 2 months or better. Forgot I had it. I think Buddy checked it one time and we didn't have nothing. Well, it was Monday. I think it was Monday. And I ran up to the store and I said, let me go check my mailbox. I might have something. I had one thing in there, this card. Well, I get back in the car and I'm looking at it. And it's from a Deborah. And I would tear the name up if I even tried. And plus, I don't want to give her last name out. But it's Deborah from Idaho. Okay. So I open up this little card. And it says, God be with you as you get well. I said, oh, I've got a get well card. To be honest with you, it's the first get well card I've ever had in my 54 years. There's a story about that, though. Then it's a note. And the more I read, the more the tears kept coming down. And I said, wow. So I went to getting on Facebook and I went to YouTube and, you know, I'm punching in and I'm trying to spell this lady's last name. Then I start looking in my YouTube studio. I'm thinking maybe she's commented. I haven't found this lady. So Deborah, if you're on here, Deborah, if you're listening, or maybe you'll catch this later, I want to tell you thank you personally. You lifted me that day. These words I will cherish forever. So, Deborah, if you ever see this, thank you. Okay. Now, without giving any names, that was my very first get well card. Prior to my surgery, I received a gift. Now, I did not give from I was not given permission to say, but I received a gift with a card, you know, wishing me forward, you know, a recovery for my surgery. And this gift that I got in is amazing. And one day, if I get permission to say, you know, who gave it to me, I will. But let's just say the day that I get released to getting my garden, I'm going to display my gift. Okay. Y'all, it's awesome. I think I'm the queen of the garden. When y'all see what I've got in that garden, when I get released, y'all going to want one, I'm telling you. So I kind of wore it around the house. Well, that's kind of giving it away, and that's okay. But I wore it around the house. I took me some, what do they call them selfie pictures? Yeah, my grandkids had to teach me how to do that. But I got me some selfie pictures with it, and then I sent the selfie picture to the beautiful people that sent it to me. So I will share that when I get into the garden. Now, let me see. Isn't it awesome, Wanda, when we get cards? Susan's on here. What y'all talking about? I see green beans. See, I'm running my mouth at the camera and I'm not looking to see what people are talking about. Oh, no, you don't want to see my selfie picture. No. Well, no, I do have one good one. When I figured out the camera's got to look at me. So, and I bet it's Mac and not Patty, because Patty would be like, it don't matter. It's a good one. Mac's going to be like, I want to see that selfie picture. I know you, Mac. Yeah, that's all right. Oh, I can? Y'all. Well, I'm going to have to do it on my other live. because I got to get up and go get it, and I don't want to leave y'all just looking at my whatever back the kitchen. I am gonna be the queen and show it. Yeah, you know, you just give it away. Okay, I'm coming clean. She kind of did. Mr. Danny and Wanda sent me the coolest garden body apron you ever did see. I'm talking about it's the king of all king garden aprons. But where I have to go get it because I have it tucked in a pillowcase. Yeah, I know, in a pillowcase. I'm proud of it. Not just who it came from, but what it's going to do for me in that garden. If y'all would see me stumbling and carrying my little coffee can around and things like that, and because I'm always rolling in the garden, I don't pay attention, you know. I'm always worried about where I've been and not where I'm going. That's just me. Well, they sent me, and let me tell you what, I done tested it. I can put all kinds of stuff in it. I don't have to, my hands can be free. So the cat's out of the bag. And, oh, she says, if y'all say yes, will y'all let me go run and get it and put it on? Okay, Pine Knot says go get it. I'll be right back. Well, I'm not going to run. I'll fall down. Hold on. Y'all ain't going to believe this, but Buddy Nashta put it in my garden shed. Yeah, I can't go to the garden shed. Oh, that man, I'm telling you, that man. So see, I done talked all about my beautiful apron, and it's sitting about an acre that way. I can't go an acre that way. So wait till I get him on that phone. Y'all just wait. What? But anyway, I'm gonna do a video. With Grandpa or the grandkids or one of them get here, I'll get them to go to the shed, and I'll do a one-on-one short video with all my little tools, because Buddy bought me some tools, and I'll show all of y'all my little apron, but I can't walk back there. He took it out the closet. So what'd y'all say while I was gone, huh? Ooh, who does dill okra? Is that like pickle okra? I love pickle okra. I make pickle okra. Somebody emailed me, and I don't remember who it was that was wanting a pickled okra recipe. Well, anyway, anybody got any questions for me? You know, we got a good 40 minutes. Wait on this cake called lemon cake. I ain't seen where the lemon is, but. Oh, hey, Mr. Pete, I didn't see you on here. How are you? That's the Music Man. I think we need to get that titled on a shirt. What you think, Mr. Pete? Oh, did you like the dilly beans? I never got a response. I didn't know if you liked them. They are so good. Now, Buddy's a vinegar eater. I'll eat it in moderation. Hey, Miss Allison. Yeah, Buddy eats anything and everything in vinegar. But like I say, mine, that's kind of in moderation for me. Actually, anything that that's a consistent flavor, I just tend to change it up. We're not a sweet eater. I'm doing this because the grandkids are coming tomorrow, so they'll eat it. You know, they'll be here this week. Um, Buddy and I, we don't eat any sweets. We're more nuts and salt. Our problem is the salt. We're real big on salty stuff. He wants some of my cake. I don't even know how the cake's gonna be. Wanda said check it in 30 minutes or 40, and I don't even remember what time I put it in, y'all. I don't I don't smell it, so I guess it's still doing whatever it's supposed to do. Oh, Susan, you gotta go. That's fine, honey. You can catch it later or just Marco me. It'd be fine. Y'all, everybody got Marco on here? Once I learned Marco, I absolutely love it. And Buddy's got Marco now. And he says it's easier than sitting there punching, you know. He can just talk to it. And that's like me. I love DeMarco now more than texting. We don't have. Oh, that's all right, Allison. Keep spending time. But you got to get her some snacks built up, you know? You got to get her back to recovery with some good food. Who's on another feed? Oh, Miss Wanda or Mr. Danny, whoever's on here. I tried to be smart and start one of them count timer kind of things, and then it just starts itself. Yeah, that didn't work. No, I don't know what I did. Mimsy said just go start a new one, and she found the people. That's what she said. She said I went and found them. I don't know how she found them, but she found them and brought them to me. So here y'all are. You didn't see the gift because Buddy put it out in the garden shed with all my stuff. Well, I can't walk an acre back, so I'm gonna have to get somebody to get it for me whenever somebody comes because Buddy's out of town. And then I'm gonna do just a video now that I have permission because I've been dying for a long time to put this video out with my new garden apron. So, and I'm gonna dedicate it to y'all. Y'all never had nothing like that. Like I said, all I had was a coffee can, but it worked, you know, and I appreciated the coffee can, but I truly appreciate this apron. United we stand. You got Marco too, or are you asking what is Marco? Because the only way I can tell you it's visual texting, I guess is the best way to explain it. Visual. Yeah. Where you looking and talking and you ain't sitting there punching on stuff, you know? Good for Buddy. See, that's what I think he thinks. He thinks if he hid all my stuff and locked the garden shed while he was out of, see, he, as he says, he has my number. I got his number too. When he comes back, instead of a big old meal, I'm going to have a little bowl of something. Probably some oatmeal or something. Say, here, honey, here's your welcome home dinner. And give me that key to my shed and I'll feed you some food. Blackmail him, why don't I? Who sent me a Marco? Oh, y'all excuse me. I'm assuming I'm supposed to open this. Maybe I'm not.
Hey, you're telling everybody that Buddy's out of town while you're on the live stream. That's
Oh, I got in trouble, y'all. Mimsy got on to me. Sorry, Mimsy. I bet you everybody else knows what she just said because y'all probably heard her. Anyway, Grandpa ought to be here soon. Have y'all ever met Grandpa? The one-eyed patch man? Yeah. He'll keep you in stitches, I promise you. Oh, yeah, mountain talk. You got to talk slow? Well, maybe that's what's wrong with my Marco. United we stand, I talk so fast that it can't catch up. Oh, you heard what she said? Uh-oh. Well, Y'all know sometimes I get to rattling, but at least I'm not on that Wednesday with that headache. She's busy with her grandbabies. She got something occupying her. Y'all know she needs to be occupied. Mm-hmm. Grandbabies, the goats, the rabbits. Mr. Todd needs to find a whole lot more to keep her busy. But no, she's not on here. If not, I'd have done had to take some aspirin. And that's who Beaver Creek was asking about, wasn't you? Where's the mouth of the South? Because I know you wasn't talking to me. Was you? Nah, you wasn't talking to me. Mm-mm. Well, I saw it was raining up in North Mississippi. Anybody got any rain today? Because it's dry. I'm talking about powder house dry here. Y'all, anybody got any rain? Uh-oh, Wanda, I smell the cake. Y'all hold on. I smell it. Y'all got to hold on. Well, that sucker looks about as raw as it did when it went in there. Like I say, this may be a flop right here on live TV. I'm telling y'all, that recipe don't make no sense. But I don't make much sense sometimes, so I thought, hey, the two things that don't make sense may turn out to have a great cake. Next time I'm gonna go up in this box and I'm gonna find things that actually do make sense. But y'all, let me show y'all one. I know y'all probably seen them like this before, but I found something today. It almost brings tears to my eyes. Here it is right here. Now, I happen to know what to do and how to cook it. Can y'all see that? Let me see if I can. I don't know if y'all can see that. Anyway, it was my mama's fudge recipe. It always was on, had little pieces of tape here. And I know how how to make it with the cold water drops, but she didn't put that on there. She just listed the ingredients, and I guess you were supposed to figure out what to do. But I have it in memory. Now I actually have it in Word. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do to preserve these old recipes. My mom was born in 1923. So if anybody has any good ideas of how to preserve these recipes, I would appreciate, some insight, because I think they're beautiful, and to pass down to generations after generations. Here's one written, y'all look. She must have been desperate. She put it on a paper bag, an old paper bag. Like I say, I could probably just, write a book on all this stuff, and some of it is in French, and that's okay with me too. See that's old tattered one. There's the recipe. Oh, let me show y'all something. Now, when I was in school, this looks like something she'd send me to school. Flour was 59 cents for 5 pounds. Eggs was 59 cents. Butter, 39 cents. 4 Oreos, so I'm assuming that was 4 sticks. Ketchup, large, 97 cents. And a cake mix, that might have been high. She had 79 cents on here. So that was the grocery list, because that's how she grocery shopped. She grocery shopped and put the price beside it, and she had her budget, and she didn't go over that budget. So, yeah, there's some great keepsakes in here. Your mom was born in 1923 too? And my dad was born in 1920. I'm telling on their age. Yeah, I was a very blessed person. Now, they didn't hand me no tools for this smart stuff right here, but they sure gave me the tools to how to be a good human being to someone. And they taught me how to take care of myself and guard and put a blessed meal on the table. So in my book, I'll get better at this technology. I may not be a pro, and that's fine with me, because the tools I feel like that I needed to mold and make who I am today, I was given that. So for that, very, very blessed. Oh, I have rain coming my way? Are you sure about that? Hey, y'all know the story about the Cajun homesteader? I'm going to tell them, y'all. Wanda, you're going to love this too. Okay, here we are. We go, I'm talking about going to the Bayou Bash, okay? And Cajun homesteader says, I love your sweet tea recipe. I'm going to the bash too. Will you bring me some? I said, sure, I'll bring you a gallon of tea. So I mix up some tea. We put it in the ice chest and boom, here we go. South Louisiana. I got that gallon of tea. And we hadn't been there, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And we just talking, you know. And this man walks up and he's talking to Buddy and he's talking to me and he introduces himself as the Cajun homesteader. And I said, well, I got your sweet tea in my ice chest. He said, you have what? I said, your sweet tea. You asked for it and I brought it to you. He said, I don't recall. And then he chuckled. He said, but I'm always saying stuff and I forget half the stuff that I say. And I thought, well, yeah, you kind of like me. I said, but I'll be right back. So, no, I send Buddy. Buddy goes and gets his gallon of tea. And he gets him a cup. He's drinking it. He's loving it. And him and Buddy, they talk, I know, a good hour and a half. And then we're mingling, you know, and going places. And let me get me a drink. So towards the end, because we was going to get on the road, we was over at Mr. Claybank's table and his wife. And, you know, we was talking. And Buddy was still with, I don't know who he was. I think he was with Beach Family. I think so. But anyway, this young fella comes up to me. And he said, Jim and I homestead? I said, yes. I shook his hand. He said, I am Cajun homesteading. I said, nice to meet you. He said, I rode a bus to come get my tea. I said, what? I look over at the Claybanks. They kind of looking at me, and I'm like, uh-oh, where's Buddy? Buddy sees my eyes this big, like, yep, Lippy she needs help. 911, that's in my eyes that says, come. So here comes Buddy. And I said, sir, I gave your tea away. He said, you did what? I said, I thought you was Cajun homesteader. He said, I'm Cajun homesteading. The I-N-G instead of the E-R. I said, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give your tea away. I'll never live that down. So every time Cajun homesteader gets on here, he usually makes a funny and asks for more tea. But yeah, true story. I gave this man's tea to another man, but in Cajun homesteader's defense, he said he didn't remember telling me that. So, true story. That happened. If I ever see that other fellow again, I'm going to keep me a gallon of sweet tea on hand, and I'm going to give it to him and put a ribbon on it. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. Cajun homesteader, I didn't give you the recipe. You have to make your own. But anyhow, true story. Is in Huntington. Oh, I don't think you're talking to me. Oh, you've mixed up a few channels? Oh, I do that all the time. I call my grandkids, y'all, this ain't even right, but I'm going to tell y'all. We got animals. We got grandkids. Mama's busy. Mama is me. And I'll get to hollering off something. I'll start with my daughter. I'll hit an animal. I'll hit her. Finally, 9 names down the road, I'm going to get it right. So now they just all answer me because I'll just be hollering names out left and right, and I get to the right one. You get them all mixed up. I'm not old. I'm just busy. That's what I tell people. I'm just busy. Y'all been busy before. Hey, Smith family. Yeah, you mix channel names up. I mess up my grandkids' names and my dogs' names. And never mess Buddy's name up. He's always just Buddy. That's an easy name to remember. I don't know if most of y'all know, because a lot of you new ones that's come on here, y'all only know me as Miss Lippy. Y'all know I have a birth name. I haven't used it in over 20 years. Brenda over at Duncan 1900, her name is Denise too. So it kind of works out good that I have a unique nickname, Lippy. It's obvious why, isn't it? But it keeps people from mixing us up. That's the story I tell. Because if somebody says Denise, I just kind of look around the room like, who they talking to? You know, I'm just not used to it. Yes, there is only one Lippy. My father-in-law knew what he was doing. Okay, y'all be careful. Upload porch time, and I'll let you know how the cake turned out, Wanda. Y'all be good. Oh, it's all right. It's storming where you're at. I don't know if this is Mark or if this is Sarah or both. Well, get off. If it's storming, honey, you're gonna get electrocuted. Can't y'all get electrocuted if you're on that if you like online and it's storming? Hey, somebody tell me how I can go back to, oh, there it is. I was playing with that mouse, y'all. Yeah, Smith family, I wished it just rained, just a little rain. That's all we need. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be wearing a mask. It'll be like the Sahara Desert out here in the next 2-3 days. It is dry. It's a powder house out here. Oh, your mama's maiden name was Vermilion? My mama was a Leger, and I was born a Prudhomme. Oh, it is Sarah on there. Well, it's good for the garden if y'all got anything. The only thing we have left in our garden is some peppers and 3 tomatoes. I had Buddy pull it all up because I've gotten all that I need, and the bugs was fighting me, and I needed to get some nutrients ready for fall. Is my biggest garden. I love the fall gardens. Now we have the Cherokee tans. I don't know if y'all saw on my Facebook this morning, but I went out there and them nymphs, the little baby squash bugs, was all over. Well, I went and got the duct tape. All I could find was the blue. You know me and that duct tape. I stuck that duct tape on them. I think I got like 16 of them. That's what I've been killing them with, is duct tape. Can't get any more organic than that. You know, I just been putting duct tape on them. And then we have our sweet potatoes. I got those from Amanda over at Freedom Acres. I think I have 15 slips. And they're doing really good. So peppers are still doing good. So I want them to continue, but we don't have those in the beds now. We have those in the big 25-gallon things. Peppers do better in containers, by the way. Y'all better hold on. It probably doesn't burn. It's still raw on top. Who knows? My mama's name was Eula May, so we're going to blame it on Eula May. Hey, it's rising. That might be one of them 2-hour cakes, so I might have to just hang up after an hour and then come back with like a picture or something of the results, because that sucker's taking forever. I bet it's going to end up being a pound cake. But anyway, back to the garden. We got to get it ready for winter. And I do heavy gardening in the winter, because when it's cool, less susceptible to bugs. But I'm not going to do what I did in the spring on one of my, well, the only garden update that I did. Now, matter of fact, I don't think I've taken y'all back out to the garden. I may have to do that this week. I need to just, suck it up and take y'all to the garden. But I tried something this year. I went outside my comfort zone, and I said, I'm going to get on board. I'm going to try. Now, I didn't use no kind of chemicals that you got to wear one of them big old mask and got that red X or the skeleton. I didn't use nothing like that. But I can tell you, it wasn't all organic. Well, this year, I wanted to go all organic. I wanted to try it. Everybody else was doing it. Yeah, that didn't work, people, for me. Them blowtorches that you light? That's what I thought of my organic gardening. All it took was that blowtorch, me pulling up them squash. I tried to burn every bug, good, bad, or indifferent. I tried to burn them up. it didn't work for me. I ended up having to drive to a U-Picket over an hour away. So we're very blessed. And we're blessed with what we, I mean, I did get some squash. I did get some stuff and cucumbers. I'm not sitting here saying I didn't, but I literally had a blanket and a pillow sleeping in my garden. And I've never worked a garden this hard in all the years that I've had a garden. So I'm going to go back to my other ways of gardening for the fall. It ain't going to be as strenuous, or the chemicals that I will use. I say chemicals, or should I say the sprays that I'm going to use. But it's going to give y'all an idea of what I am going to do next spring too. And I think I'm going to, hey Todd, I think I'm going to just show y'all this is how we do it. This is what works for us. Doesn't mean it works for you, or, you know, you personally, you in your zone or your soil. It's just what works for us. And so, yeah, I'm gonna pull the curtain, and I'm gonna share how it works for, you know, for our family. So, and that's gonna be coming soon, because I want to show y'all from what I do with the soil all the way up. So, you know, with the Lord's blessing, we're gonna have one heck of a harvest. I was wondering when you was gonna pop up. Where's your other half, or better half, Mr. Todd? Oh, you're going to go to raised beds? Well, we have semi-raised beds. And when I say semi, my hot bed, which is where the hot peppers go, and I call it a hot bed because it is a true raised bed. And I've got spray paint, and I wrote hot on there. Kids can read, but they love to go and take banana peppers, bell peppers. They just take them off the, you know, out the garden. They eat it. Well, I didn't want them to eat something hot. So, you know, I dressed it up. Yeah, you ought to see that kind of spray paint job. But you can read H-O-T, hot. That's really the true raised bed that we have. The rest of them are just like cinder blocks that's kind of raised a little bit. And that's strictly so I can maintain weed control and things. But Buddy redone the whole garden when he took it apart. So I don't want to give too much away, but he changed it up to make it easier for me to move around in, because I have a drop foot. And if I get too many mazes going and I get busy, I tend to forget that there's a leg that's dragging, you know, 10 feet behind. It ends up costing me a fall. So he's kind of changed up the garden a little bit for me. Well, if you're falling, great, just amend it. Put amendments in it. Get you some rabbits. Private message me. I'll tell you a couple other things if you want to. Oh, I see Jaretha's in the house, y'all. Lord help me. Hey, Jaretha, just be nice. Y'all know I just made her stir. I just made her stir up. Hey, what's sleeping? What did I miss? Can y'all still see me and hear me? Broussard, how the heck am I? I'm actually pretty good. I'm still got that certificate that says you can't do nothing, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Got me some coffee, and I got a cake in the oven. We all finding out what this recipe is together. It's, what did we say it was? So it's, see, by the year, it's what, 59? It's a 59-year-old recipe, and ain't none of us knows what it's going to be like. Oh, that's all right, picket fence. You know, we all busy. We can't always catch everybody's. That's the good thing about, it's called replay, right? Yeah, just because y'all don't know how many lives that I have to hit replay, because, I mean, there's, you know, just so many spots in a day, you know. I chose this because I didn't want to interrupt church. I knew people had to eat and rest, and a lot of them go back to church in the evenings. And, you know, I didn't want to get in the middle of all of that, because Sunday's a day of rest. I felt like, you know, maybe Sunday's a good day to do a weekly catch up. Oh, that's you talking to everybody. I thought you was talking to me. Is Sabrina on here? Sabrina, tell me you just got on here, because, girl, if you've been on here this whole time and I didn't see, well, see, I ain't reading over here. I'm looking at that green light right there because I'm talking to y'all. And y'all gonna have to teach me how y'all do this and this at the same time. I bet it takes two people. Somebody reading. Well, no, because, yeah. Somebody's gonna have to read it for me. Oh, you just got on. Okay. Well, good. Because I know you was fixing Marco me real quick. Yeah. Sabrina would have said, hey, lady, I've been in this chat for 50 minutes and you ain't even said nothing to me. Whew. What's cross-eyed? Y'all, do I look cross-eyed in these classes? I only have them on because I can't read up close. I could read it if I was standing back there washing dishes. I could see it, but I sure can't see it like this. Everybody talking about a nap. Lord, I wouldn't know what a nap was. If y'all ever hear the word nap, Lippy's napping, y'all better worry. Something wrong with me if I'm napping. That's a good sign, though. But he knows when them lips ain't moving, them eyes closed, he gotta, is she breathing? Hey, do a heart check. I don't ever sleep. You took a 3-hour nap. That's about how long I sleep at night. Y'all, sometimes I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning drinking my first cup of coffee. Yeah, that's right. I do need to be cross-eyed. One for the green light and one to read everybody's. Well, I don't know if y'all know how, but on our other live, the whole screen had everybody's words on it. And so when I was looking, I could read. Well, I don't know what happened, but all my words are over here in this little bitty square, what y'all are trying to say, and it's every kind of color of the rainbow over there. So until somebody can show me how to put all of y'all where I can see it, y'all just gonna have to deal with me skipping questions and hellos and how you doings, and because I sure can't do both of them. Oh no, you're supposed to dump your rain gauge if you want to know the accurate. Did y'all see that video that Buddy did that I didn't know about? That's probably one of our first 2-3 videos. He was out there. We had put a new corner post up and the rain gauge was laying down. I said, oh, I can fix this. Well, it had, it's the tube and it sits in that casing. I thought, well, now how does it go on the post? I said, oh, zip ties. Duct tape and zip ties. I can fix anything in the world. So I go get me 2 big old zip ties and I zip tied it. Wasn't thinking that rain gauge thing's got to come out and get dumped, to remeasure. That didn't click in my head. Well, what Buddy didn't tell me was there was another little piece. See, it was actually a piece that you hook first on the post and then you set the little tube down there. No, I zip tied the whole thing. Yeah, he made a minute video. I don't even think it was a minute long. He didn't tell me about it either. I happened to see some comments. I said, who did that video? Till I heard his voice. And yeah, it was Buddy. Making fun of me. Yep, he's good like that. Well, Mary Catherine, thank you, honey. I didn't know I was funny. Not trying to be funny. I'm just being me, darling. There's so much stuff. I almost said the C word. Ends with a P in this world. Ain't no sense in all that. It's sadness everywhere. So if I can give an hour of just talking and, coming together and fellowshipping, and everybody has a smile on their face, I got a smile on mine, then to me, that was the best hour, wasn't it? And that's how I look at it. Oh, you mean check the cake, Pete? I'm telling y'all, this cake don't look right. I think Eula made. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, here goes. This don't look like. Y'all, let me show y'all this mess. I'm telling you, them people forgot stuff. Look at that. You ever seen anything look like that? Smells like a tea cake. I ain't lying to y'all. Oh, I don't know. You think it'll dump out of here? Watch this, y'all. I think it's done. We're gonna let it sit there a minute and see what it did. If it's a flop, that's 5 eggs. That's some chickens getting to work, ain't it? But that's why I did this recipe. Because I said, let's flop it all together. But it does looks like a sponge cake now, not even a pound. I don't know what it is. But y'all, there's a whole bunch of them like that. Now, that don't mean I'm going to just grab one out the box and just cook it if it's got like this time I splurged, it has said 5 eggs. Well, 5 eggs, it's a lot of eggs on I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm not doing that often. But there's a bunch of them in there that really, simple stuff. Yeah, I did check the cake. Did you see it, Mr. Pete? It don't look too, it looks kind of rough. I don't know. I don't even think it fell out the bunt. Can y'all see that bunt? Let me see if it'll come up. Let's see. Oh, sweet Jesus. Come on, get up. Y'all know what that's going to be? That's going to be one of them sink soakers. That sucker's so stuck and it's caved in the middle. Well, we're going to take this recipe and we're going to file it. I'm going to write on here, no, don't bake. Because Sarah at Overlook knows I was reading it to her and she was like me. Something else got to go in there. But I said, well, older people are the wisdom that they had that I wished I had. So I thought, well, hey, that's simple. No, that was a dump cake. That's exactly what it was. So mark that one as a fail. Now I got, y'all look what over here. I can save this. It called for a cup of powdered sugar. That's all right. I can make some homemade donuts in the morning for the kids. Then it called for lemon juice. Now I call it zest. What did Mama call it? Lemon peel grated. Well, I'm gonna put that in the ice box. I got powdered sugar. I'll make some homemade donuts, and I'm gonna put some lemon icing on it. Hey, that's a win-win for breakfast in the morning. So all is good, at least for these 2 ingredients. That stuff over there, it's gonna soak for 5 days. I might have ruined that bunk pan. I hope not. Because if that's the pan that she cooked this cake in, she better send me a message from up there and say, hey, I forgot to tell you it needed this. I can use a what? A pasta. I can't even get it out the pan. What y'all suggest me do to get it out that pan? Just let it. Y'all going to tell me what a pasta piece is. Pasta piece. Well, y'all see, I forgot the toothpick method. I got to run in my mouth. You ain't tested. Did y'all not see that fold in the middle? Maybe you could eat it with a spoon. Hey, like a lava cake. Isn't that one of them? Did the one? Let's see. Yeah, my daughter makes something called lava cake, and it'll rise up. Next thing you know, that sucker just cave down, and them kids just eat the mess out of it. Looks nasty to me, but I guess it's good. Put it back in the oven. For what? Y'all didn't see what happened when I flipped it over? Look at this mess. Well, it won't eat. Y'all, it won't. Oh, there we go. Y'all, look at this. It got crater holes in it. Yeah, I'm going to call that a flop. Well, here's a piece. Y'all, that's actually good. I'm not lying. It's kind of doughy. I think I'm gonna put it back in there. Y'all, that's got a good, it tastes like a tea cake. No, it's done, Mimsy. It's got a texture that it's got a good taste, but that texture, I wouldn't order that off the menu. I wouldn't order that off the menu. And it's sweet. Ooh. Yeah, not good. Oh no, Buddy ain't gonna eat it. I don't think my dog will eat it. It's whoo. If you're a diabetic, you ain't eating. I'm gonna tell you what, it's like just turning a nozzle on syrup. Ooh. At first, it had a good taste until it kind of set in that mouth. Ooh, sweet Jesus. Well, we chalked that up. That's some bad stuff. But anyway, y'all, it is 5 o'clock. I got to go feed my dogs and figure out what I'm going to do with that pan. And see, I'm going to tell y'all, I was going to show you my trick, how I lay clear wrap down and I lay, I don't know what them grape things are, but I icing everything on them. So then when the icing drips on it, I just take that clear wrap, fold it up, and throw it in the trash. Now, most of them, people sit them on like big cookie sheets. Well, that's two things you got to clean. If you just put some clear wrap down and set your is a cookie. I think it's called a cookie. I don't know. I got a bunch of them. You know, like you dry the cookies or whatever they call them things. Anyway, let the mess fall on some clear wrap, and you ain't got no mess to clean up. You got one thing. Well, right now I got a bundt pan. Next Sunday when I go live, I'll let y'all know how many days it's set there. I'm not losing my bundt pan. I will scrub it till I can't scrub no more with these fingers, I can tell you. Drink some what did you say? Drinks, Mr. Coffee. Oh, I got me some coffee. I got a whole thermos of coffee, y'all. Oh, yeah, hit that thumbs up. But anyway, I got to get off here. If I miss questions, by next week, maybe I'll be able to see everything because I can't see it right now. I just need one question. How I turn myself off? Hello? How I turn myself off? Did y'all just turn off? Oh, that little red button. Oh, I see it. I know how to turn myself off now, y'all. But I hope you had fun. I had fun sharing some stories, sharing a little recipe, sharing some of my gifts and my cards. But we're going to do this every Sunday. We're shooting for 3:30 to 4:30, you know, and look forward to talking to every one of y'all. Bless you.